I'm tripping. You know, our entire history is a lie, and I mean our history as an American and European history. If you look back, you notice how every single person that made any great discovery is a white European or a white American, right? Did you know that there's these group of people that used to be called the Moors, right? And I say used to because from what I've seen so far, it seems like the Europeans have done their best to basically eradicate them from existence and history. So, right, get this. You know that black people, the Moors, were here in America before Europeans ever came over, and that's how they even knew to come over to America in the first place. You know that everything that European built in their society was basically taught and given to them by the Moorish people. They taught them astronomy, they taught them running water, they taught them how to build their buildings, sacred geometry, literally all of it. And there's this event called the Reconquista, which basically was a series of battles between the Christian states and the Moors to basically eradicate them because they had most of the power in the 8th century in the Iberian Peninsula. And speaking of the Christian states, you know how Jesus, every picture that we see of him, he's white? He wasn't even white, so like that's kind of weird. Notice how always and throughout history, whoever wins, the victors write the history and they change the history? Huh. And you notice how we have a very long history of taking people that don't look like us and making them serve us? That seems a little weird. You know, on top of that, George Washington had said, we remove their turbans, we remove their sandals, and we apply heavy death penalties to anybody that basically teaches the children of the Moors about their history. In about 200 years, they won't remember who they were, they won't remember their inheritance, they won't remember their culture. And that the chopping of the cherry tree was actually that separation of cutting them off from their history and their inheritance and their culture. Like, what? Notice how everything is always designed to pit us against each other so that we never actually come together and unify and actually figure out what the truth is because we're always too busy fighting. I don't think any rational person can truly believe that everything that we've come to learn and know today was made, designed, or thought of by a European white person or an American white person. You're trying to tell me that we're responsible for everything and we never even got information, or like nobody else thought of these things beforehand, and you know, you're trying to say that people don't steal ideas and then make them their own so that they can take credit for it so that they can go down in history instead of somebody else or some other group. Okay, but like, I'll be honest right now, I don't even know what the truth is anymore. I for sure definitely don't trust the American or European truth anymore.